Yo, Zahn is on, and here to watch Your Confessions by Degenerocity. So, I got nothing to say. I don't know what to expect. I just know that I guess this is about confessions. What type of confessions are we gonna get? I imagine some really horrific ones. But with this very vague title out of the way, let's go.
Greetings. I
Hello.
have returned. Last week I asked you guys to send me your wildest confessions. Confessions that y'all were planning on taking to your grave.
Uh-oh.
And I'm not gonna hold y'all. You guys delivered. But you guys delivered a little too well. And as of writing this, I've had more than 5,000 emails sent to me within the first 24
Oh boy, people be coming in with their secrets, bro.
hours of me posting the video. I didn't know it was Mr. Popular. And these confessions are just one big mess, like a casting couch.
Oh.
Some of these confessions go from I farted in school to so I killed my mom. So yeah.
Okay. Talk about going from 0 to 100, bro. What?
These were all over the place. A lot of y'all also just undershared, meaning the stories were like nothing, like they were basically normal life occurrences. I trolled my friend on Roblox one time and I felt bad. Now, I know you most likely a kid that's typing this out, but that's not a
no.
confession. Did you also kidnap your friend?
Oh no, we gotta go back. The freaking kid pose. I swear to God, I've seen my nephew like lay down exactly like this while watching like something on his iPad, bro.
That's not a confession. Did you also kidnap your friend? That's what I would want to know. And apologize to your friend. Some of y'all also send those long Stephen King novel length level of confessions. I ain't reading all that. And the few times I did read all that, most of the stories weren't even all that. So why did you write all that? And the other
Yeah, no, I hate that. You're given this whole like this whole novel to read, and then it ends up just being nothing. Just a big old nothing burger, bro.
half of y'all overshared. I understand I told you to tell me things that you were planning on taking to your grave, but I wasn't ready. I was not ready for what you guys were about to send me. I underestimated myself. I underestimated you guys. Because most of the disgusting things y'all send me were about playing.
Oh god. There's a lot of horrific things out there on the internet, but it's that there's already people who put that type of stuff out there anyway. So you gotta imagine what these confessions are like if you're gonna be taking them to your grave. With how open everyone is on the internet, these gotta be real bad.
Most of the disgusting things y'all send me were about playing with your meat. A lot of things about poop and pee. I even saw a few brother-sister activities.
Oh god. Oh god. These are to be expected though, but damn. Now I'm curious. What type of confessions did Degenerocity get, bro?
I don't want to get too into them. You people need a lot more help than I expected. I mean, I knew there was gonna be stuff about playing with meat, but the cousin stuff, that was out of left field.
Oh
man.
nah.
It's like y'all living in an anime.
Nah, the freaking island, not the island boys.
But the cousin stuff,
I already knew about,
that was out of left field, man.
like, I already knew about their whole arc, but like, oh, I've never actually seen it. I just heard about it.
It's like y'all living in an anime. A bad one, but still,
Oop.
thank you so much.
Damn, just shot, get the
It's
shit
like y'all living in
face, bro.
an anime. A bad
Shots fired at One Piece. I'm never gonna watch One Piece, by the way. This shit's way too long. Like, if I had started like way back when, that'd be different. But with how much stuff be going on in there, how long it is, I think it's an understatement to say that I'm intimidated by that series. I heard it's good though. Don't get me wrong. I'm just gonna put my attention to something else.
one, but still, thank you so much to everyone that send one, even though some of y'all are terrible people. But if you love me, I love you. The love is mutual, but some of y'all need help. But without further ado, let's just start reading some. I'm gonna read some not so bad ones first, just so we can start in a, a not so bad note, like a happy note.
Oh, we getting some appetizers before the real deal, the main course. All right, hit me with them.
Let's start with this one titled Silly Little Secret. Anyways, at a sleepover at my friend's, one of my friends mysteriously had one of his glasses lenses come out. I accidentally stepped on it because it was dark at night and he put it on the floor. Ah, shucks. That honestly sucks for your friend, dude.
You know, that's a really mundane confession, but understandable.
Shucks. That honestly sucks for your friend, dude. Make sure to apologize to them. Alright, that was a nice one. Alright, next
Very
confession.
lighthearted.
Nutted on my grandma.
What?
Okay, tonal whiplash. Thank you. Thank you for that. What? You need to elaborate.
What in the fuck? Brother, when I was 14, I was doing my thing in my room, you know, wanking my as you do. And bro,
Of course. Like any good story should start.
And bro, it sucked. Like, I couldn't get my going. So I was just scrolling through my phone and I found a photo of this lady holding a dog. I didn't wank it to the dog.
Okay, good. Thank you. At least you have standards. I don't know how. Wait, hold on. Let's go back. How? Like, you have a phone. You could just what is going on in your life to where you couldn't find any sort of material to just find relief? You just had to find this random photo? So how did you even find this photo?
I didn't wank it to the dog. Thank you for clarifying that. I was getting worried. And didn't know who she was, and I was like, she's kind of fire, so like I got my shit going in. Like a year later, I was flying to America to go to my grandma's funeral, and bro, I recognized her. They used the same image I nutted on a year earlier, dude. I'm sorry, grandma. I got hard during the speeches though.
Okay, unnecessary. Unnecessary last part there. Okay. There is no shot that they used the exact same picture. How did you even come across this? How did you not know? How did you not realize? What?
I got hard during the speeches though. What? Love your videos, by the way. Ah, thank you, man. Honestly, I could have forgiven you for most of it because, you know, you didn't know and you just found out. But that
Sure.
last part, bro.
Like, sure, yeah, if you didn't know. If you weren't aware until that reveal is like, okay, that's one thing, but getting hard during the speeches, bro, that's crazy.
Oh, that was unwarranted, bro.
Truly.
Need help. Okay, this next one is titled, Do I Regret It? And the first word is yes. You know when you're in a weird crew of teenagers in high school? Well, I was. And we were playing Truth or Dare. I ate poop off.
Even if it was anonymous, you would never get this type of confession out of me. No. Nah. There are just some things that are just better left unsaid. Listen, I need to value my own pride, I need my own dignity here. But I guess if you ate poop off the floor, the dignity is the last thing you're thinking about.
Floor. Wow. I hope those crew of teenagers are behind bars right now because those are not your friends. What kind of friend would dare another friend to do something like that? You should have pooped on the floor and threw it at him. I hope you're doing better, dude.
What?
Okay, this next one is just titled Confession.
That's crazy.
Confession is I like One Piece. Oh, hell nah. Get this man out my sight. I don't want to see you ever trying to talk to me ever again. Man's trying to start a second pandemic with all those nasty diseases he's trying to spread. Just get out of here. Never come back. Okay,
Bro. Degenerocity got some passion. Some passionate hate for One Piece, bro. Okay, I see how it is.
Okay, this next one is titled Rip for My Nub. This happened when I was 7, when I was in my cousin's pool visiting for his birthday. And me and my older cousin were playing with the pool drain for the jets and shoving things in there. It got to the point where we were shoving body parts in the drain.
Of
then
course.
My older cousin bet me some decent Pokemon cards to shove my thing in there. So yeah, my childish ass brain took the deal. In a few seconds, everything was well till I felt a crazy acute pain where a thing was supposed to be. And yeah, so most of my willy got sucked up and now I have a little nub for it. So jump back.
God, I'm cringing. I'm cringing from that one. Does that really happen?
To present day, my girlfriend wants to get dirty with me and I don't know how to tell her about my tiny nub. Any advice? Also, my balls are still there, don't.
Okay, well, I'm glad for that. I'm glad your balls are still there. You can still pee. Oh, you just gotta come out with it, bro. You just gotta come out with it.
Don't worry. You know what? I relate to the story. I mean, not to the no PP part, but like to the water jet thing. Every man has thought about doing that, no matter what age. Every man has thought about doing those things with the water jets in the.
Ooh. Whoa. Whoa. Hey, yo.
Doing that, no matter what age. Every man has thought about doing those things with the water jets in the pool. So that's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Oh my god, no! No! Whoa!
Man has thought about doing those things with the water jets in the pool. So that's nothing to.
No, I can't, bro. This. Ooh. Oh no, I need to stop. I got a video to get through, bro. No, I can't be sitting here laughing at that, bro. I'm losing track. Bro, I'm getting. Okay, I'm not gonna go back. I'm just gonna keep going, bro. Okay. Okay, I'm good. I'm good.
Be embarrassed about. It's just sad that you had the worst outcome
Ooh,
possible.
what the
At least
hell
you can
is
still
this?
have kids, bro. And as for your girlfriend, of course you're gonna have to tell her eventually.
Yeah.
Hopefully she takes it well and both of you guys can go through this and live happily ever after. And the next time you guys ever want to do the dirty, just take her to Six Flags. The King the Cod is more exciting than anything that can happen in the bedroom.
Damn.
I wish the best for you and your relationship, bro. I love you. And I hope you got those Pokemon cards. Next one is titled,
Nice.
My Mother is a Karen. When I was a child, I found out that my mother was a Karen. One time,
Oh.
at a fast food chain, she pushed down a glass vase because her food took too long. Once we left, she said, it should take them at least the entire night to clean that up. There was another time when she
Bruh,
ordered a hamburger
no.
with no pickles for my younger siblings. However, the workers accidentally added pickles. This caused my mother to fly into a rage and start yelling at the worker throughout the drive-thru while my father tried to convince her to stop. It got so bad that the manager had to threaten to call the police on her. Luckily, that didn't happen. I feel bad for all the children of
Yeah,
Karens,
no,
bro.
for real. I would say that my mom is kind of a Karen, but like she's never had the full like she doesn't have the full package. I guess you could say she just has Karen tendencies, if anything. Or at least I've never seen a full-blown Karen like I lost my train of thought. Okay, let's move on.
In a silence for them. Because every time they go out with them, they have the risk of encountering the scariest thing imaginable. A minor inconvenience. And now they're screaming at the cashiers for doing their job, but not in the way that she wanted it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I feel bad for you, my friend. I hope your mom realizes one day and thinks to herself, wait, am I a bitch?
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. Let's be real, that's not gonna happen.
I hope the best for you. Stay strong. You can get through this. All right, this next one is titled, I ruined my friend's chance of getting a girlfriend on accident.
Ooh, nah, okay, nah, I feel that one. The times where I had this happen, both as the one who ruined the chances and both being the one whose chances were ruined, I feel this on both sides.
I was talking to a girl my friend likes, and the girl hated anime. I did not notice, but my buddy loved it. So I tried to help my friend by talking about good stuff he does. I don't know why I mentioned that he loved anime, but I did. And the girl said, he likes anime? Ew! And at that moment, I realized I screwed up.
What? Hey man, nah, you didn't screw up, bro. You saved your homie there, bro. Listen, ain't nothing like trying to get with someone who hates something that you love, bro. You did your homie a favor by doing this. You are a hero. You didn't ruin the chances. You saved your friend from potential hell, especially if he is very like outspoken about his love for anime.
There was no going back. She avoided him for the rest of the year, and
Over anime? Over anime? Like, you gotta, like, I imagine that she must assume that someone liking anime has to be one of those weird ones, like the weeaboos. Like, she thinks that every anime fan is like David Kun.
Well, what do you say?
Ain't no way you're gonna avoid someone just because they like anime, or even forget the anime, just liking something and you avoid them for it. Like, it's gotta be something heinous, bro, if you're gonna do all that. But anime, that's nothing.
I never told him. Honestly, you made your friend dodge a bullet right there.
That
girl is no good for him. Who
Yeah.
gets so turned off
For
by
real.
a person like an anime that they never interact with them for the rest of the year?
That's what I'm saying. Over anime of all things, there are worse things that you could be doing this for, and it would probably be justified. At least more justified than anime. Damn.
Unless your friend is one of those weird ones, which I doubt.
Oh, nah. I have seen.
Oh, I trust your friend. Then that girl's just being over the top. They would have never worked out in the end. You did a good thing for your friend, bro. You
Yeah,
are the hero
for
of
real.
the story. Next, my confession is I beat my dick with mustard. Okay.
Okay. Oh, mustard. Mustard always be stankin'. Maybe not the most stank, but it's stankin' though.
Next one can't be as bad. One time, me and my brother pissed in a bottle and we started taking turns pouring it on each other.
Okay. I think we're reaching the point of no return. These confessions are somehow going beyond anything that I had expected. Like, the bar was already pretty low. Are any of these reaching below that bar? Not particularly, but they're getting a lot closer to it than I honestly would have expected.
Sounds very smelly.
Ugh.
Next one can't be as bad. I found my sister and my mom's OnlyFans and I subbed to both of them.
Why? Finding him is one thing, but subbing to them? What is OnlyFans a part of the family business or something? How is it your sister and your mom? What?
I guess you gotta keep money in the family somehow.
How down bad do you have to be to find OnlyFans of your own family members and sub to them?
I guess you gotta keep money in the family somehow. You trying to create that generational money.
Bruh.
At least I hope. Okay, next one.
Okay. Forget subbing to adult content from your family. Just go for it. Go for the real deal. I mean, stepsis, but still.
Not even kidding, bro. You know that I can see your names, right? I might be censoring y'all names in the video, but doesn't mean I can't see them when I'm reading the email. I can say your
Subtle.
names right now and end y'all career. All of y'all. Say I won't. I'm talking to you, Billy, Theodore. I'm talking to you two.
Some of these pictures go crazy.
Get any worse than that, bro. It can't. It just can't. Next one. Confession. I'm not subscribed to Degenerocity. Oh my god! The horror! You're blocked! You're blocked! Get out! I don't need heathens like you in my emails! I hope I don't read another one like that.
Maybe that will be a confession that I'll just keep to myself. I don't even know if I am or not.
Again, next one. My confessions. I pick my nose and ass, and I eat both the things that come out of those actions.
I can, like, forgive the picking. There are worse things. Eating from both ends? Nah. Now that's just too far.
Second confession. There are better YouTubers than you. Okay, you see, all that nose and ass picking you be doing, that made your brain all foggy. That's why you think the second one is true. You're disgusting, bro. Why don't
Let's
you
go
eat some actual
golfing!
brain food, like lead. I eat it, and I'm the smartest person in a 1 foot radius.
Huh.
But I hope you get out of your picking hobby, you know? All right, next one. I walked in on my dad sleeping with my uncle.
Elaborate.
No, That's a title.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, you're gonna have to elaborate.
Okay, I know the title sounds really bad, so let me explain the situation. When I was like 11, I walked in on my dad drunk and flirting with his brother-in-law, mom's brother.
Okay. Not as bad. Still weird though. Cause your dad is still with your mom. That's still weird. Flirting?
And I saw the whole thing unfold. Okay, that sounds better. I thought it was his brother, you know?
Yeah. That was what I was worried about.
That would have made things weird. I mean, this is still weird, but this is slightly less weird.
Yeah. it's like it's like whatever, like flirt with whoever, but not when you're already with someone, bro. Like what?
When he got sober again, he promised he would give me anything I wanted if I never told my mom. I'm now 16 and they got a divorce few years back. Dad then went to brother-in-law and married him. Yeah, I've been keeping it hidden for the past like 5 years cause I don't want to end up on the street.
Damn. I mean, at least it worked out between them, I guess. Bro got a divorce, went to the brother-in-law and married him. Okay. Whatever works for you.
Love your vids, bro. This is something, bro. I honestly don't know how I'd feel if I was in your situation, man. I don't even know how to comment on this, other than this reminds me of the plot of the movie The Whale, but instead of teacher and student, it's brother and brother-in-law. But I hope the best for you, and I hope the best for your mom. I know that whole family situation is probably really weird.
Yeah.
I hope the best for you and your family, especially you and your mom. Next, I blackmailed EDPs on Snap and I ruined someone's life.
Amen. But I respect it.
I had a decoy account on Snap where I would message EDPs and find their location. After that, I would threaten to call the police if they didn't send me money, or I would just take their credit card.
Oh, so you went in for the bag. At least you're doing something. Like going after them. Did you call it the EDPs? Going after the PDFs? At least you're making bank off of it by fucking with them.
Once I did this, I decided to post it on TikTok. I took a screenshot of the notification where it said their name and how much money they gave me. I posted his phone name on my TikTok by accident and someone found out where he lived and messaged his family. Not gonna lie.
Oh damn, so you just doxed him. I mean, hey, shouldn't have been messing with them kids. Or what he thought was a kid, I guess. None of this would have happened if you weren't going after the kids.
Not gonna lie, that's a pretty good side hustle you got there, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
You seeking vigilante justice against these weirdos.
Yep, vigilante justice while making bank. I support this.
And you also making a bag out of it. Congratulations to you. He also sent me 2 screenshots of evidence, one showing a conversation they had between each other. You don't look 14 though. Okay.
But you look cute.
Thanks.
Oh god, wait, hold on. Let me see. Why do you have a baby in your mouth? I don't know how. I don't know. Don't know. Okay, no. Let me try. Why did you have a baby thing in your mouth? Don't know how do write that word. Well, thank you. I have that baby thing in my mouth because I look cute. Lol. Oh god. Oh god.
You don't look 14 though. Okay.
But you look cute.
Okay.
Thanks. And the second screenshot just shows the dude's phone name and face and the payment amount that he got blackmailed out of. I'm not gonna show that, but the dude looks as he texts. But good for you, dude. Keep doing your side hustle. I hope you become a millionaire. Next one is titled Fish Party. There was one time I was watching The Little Mermaid with my 2
Fish
friends.
party.
So half an hour into the movie, one of my friends just leaves without telling us anything. Us, the remaining 2, figured he just went to the bathroom or something. But in 10 minutes or so, he got back with what appeared to be a living trout in newspaper in his left hand. We asked him what did he need the fish for. So he, without saying a single word, pulled out his tiny willy. Believe me that it was not a grower, and started doing things to the poor fish's mouth. Again, the fish was still pretty much alive, and it was just helplessly waving its tail and fins while our friend was, oh my god. Sooner or later, when he was done with the fish, he was doing it for about 20 seconds. He asked us with a dead straight face.
Did you like my April Fool's joke?
It was not April. It wasn't even the first day of the month.
I am speechless after that one. What? A living trout? Bruh. No. No. Oh my god, bro.
In reply to this, we just stared him dead in his eyes, waiting for him to realize what he had done. I kid you not, it took him about 3 minutes or even more to finally realize what disgrace and unholy doing.
3 minutes is 3 minutes too long to come to that realization.
He just committed before he just left my friend's house without saying a single word. Should I say less, we never hung out with him ever again. Like ever. That's not the type of fish party I came in for. I was more like a lemon party, man. That's disgusting. I'm so... I don't even want to talk about this no more. Moving on. R.I.P. Bozo. I've been telling my older sister for 6 years that I killed her bunny in an accident. She was away at a swim meet and trusted me to take care of her rabbit. I was so little, so I thought the rabbit wouldn't die when I chucked it across the room at light speed because I thought I was Luffy. I literally am him.
Oh nah. What? What did you think was gonna happen?
What happened? Oh no, how terrible!
You're gonna just chuck a fucking bunny into the chuck it across the room? Cause you thought you was Luffy? Bro, if this is the type of people that One Piece creates, I think I'm starting to understand Degenerocity's hate for One Piece.
Turns out, I imploded its brains. I was so terrified and remorseful, I started begging to the heavens, then came up with the ultimate cover-up. I told my sister I walked in the room and opened the door a little too quickly, and the stupid rabbit was in his way, so I bonked it on his nose lightly. She took it to the
Lightly? How is it gonna be lightly? Imagine that thing looks like roadkill after what you did to it.
And it had a seizure and killed itself. She forgave me later because she thought I did it by accident, but to this day, I haven't told her that I did that.
Nah, you a psycho for real.
Big fan, by the way. I don't even think the because you're a little excuse is good enough.
Yeah, I feel like that excuse is not gonna work on this one.
Bro, when I was little and I was told to take care of something, I would just ignore it. Because ignoring it would be the 100% guaranteed that I will still look and be the same when they come back to get it.
I mean, yeah, like you just kind of like just do whatever, like be on your phone and just like kind of look at it every now and then, see what it's doing. I mean, it's really not that hard, especially for just like, because she was like at a swim meet or whatever, so like it wasn't even gonna be that long.
Unless they're gone for like 3 weeks or something. But no, she was just at a swim meet, and your first thought was to chuck it across the room as hard as you can. You are evil, not Luffy. And you made it kill itself, bro. What's wrong?
That's the wild part. It killed itself.
What's wrong with you? Tell your sister the truth, bro. Tell her that you're the Antichrist, bitch. But you love my video, so I love you too.
Man, don't reciprocate that. Like, they need to be made an example of, bro. Yeah, tell your sister what happened. Face the consequences.
Alright, next one. I once played hide and seek in the dark naked with my cousin. Okay, bro. Next one titled.
I mean, weird, but not as bad as the other confessions we've gotten so far. It's just, why naked?
Played hide and seek in the dark naked with my cousin. Okay, bro. Next one titled. Hello, mate. I pooped on my brother's spaghetti and he thought it was a meatball and ate it. It was so funny.
That's fucked up, but that's messed up, but no, well, it's getting funnier the more I think about it.
You were my brother. I'd legit commit war crimes onto you, bro. That's an unforgivable act, not gonna hold you. Next one is titled My School. Not really to do with me directly, but I digress. Like 4 years ago in a math lesson, there was a question about slavery. It had like different kinds of slaves, what they can do and how much they cost and things like that. Then my teachers took it a step further by making us act it out as some people are visual learners and understand it better if they are shown. So they had the black students be slaves and turn my math class into an auction house for slaves. This was in England in an all-girls school, by the way. What? Why
This is supposed to be math class. What?
would the teachers make a mock slave auction in math class? This is math class!
How did we get to that point? Math class to slavery?
Who was your teacher? Miss Morello from Everybody Hates Chris? And your teachers wanted to say, this is for the visual learners. Bullshit. They just wanted to see what they could get away with. The
At that point.
person also sent a picture of the slave questions that were on the math test. Lot 1, 2, Philip slaves.
Whoa. Huh?
Blah 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 blah.
I ain't reading all that, but what?
Picture of the slave questions that were on the math test. Lot 1, 2 Philip slaves, 1 man, 1 woman, aged 18 and 23 respectively. The woman is pregnant. Lot two, like why? You need to report that school. You need to report
Yeah,
those
no, for
teachers,
real.
because I'd be damned to have Miss Morello as my teacher. Martin Luther King is screaming in his grave hearing this. All right, this next one is short and sweet. It's titled Homo Sh**. Me and my friend accidentally kissed, walking towards each other,
Oh.
looking at each other straight in the eye. We both real men. We don't talk about that. I ain't gay. I recommend you.
Just a quick little denial at the end there. Like, yeah, how you accidentally kiss your homie, bro? Just look him in the eye, connect lips, and see how it feels. Maybe you'll learn something. I mean, you did do that, but do it with intent. Don't let it accidentally happen. How the fuck do you accidentally do that, though? Walking towards each other? What were you trying to do? Oh, I tried to dap you up real quick and ended up kissing you on the mouth. My bad. What?
We both real men. We don't talk about that. I ain't gay. I recommend you and your friend to explore each other's bodies. Next one is titled Goofy Eye Confession. Once me and my few friends bullied this girl to the point she had to get a therapist and try to blank herself. And I felt bad and told my parents about it and found out she was my cousin. And her side of her family tried to jump me and my friends and put one of my friends in the hospital, and my friend's family sued them, so like 2 of them in prison. Send help, bro. Sounds like you experiencing the consequences of your actions,
Yeah?
bro. Sucks to be you. Next, I got back on my ex. So basically, less than a month ago, I got dumped while getting a haircut. So I thought of
Damn, while getting a haircut? Damn, that's disrespectful, bro.
back on my ex. So basically, less than a month ago, I got dumped while getting a haircut. So I thought of ways to get back at her. It was either jumping her freaking mom and her aunt, or switching her aunt's newborn with a random black baby. So I made a plan to see when her aunt is in the hospital. I'd switch the babies around while no one was looking. As I entered the hospital, I asked where her aunt was, and they said down the hall into the C-section area. I went there, and that's where the kids was being held, and I went in there and switched the babies and made a dash out of there. I think I'm going to jail.
This ain't real. They wouldn't just let anyone into the baby area. What? Nah, I'm calling cab on this one, bro.
Also, fuck you and your raggedy ass.
I mean, like, nah, even if it was justified, nah. I don't even believe it. And even if it did happen, no, that's too much, bro.
Ass auntie. Sincerely, the nigga who did that. Honestly, I don't even know if I believe this story or not. They
Yeah.
just let you in the baby section, a random grown man, and
That's
then
what
you
I'm
switch the
saying.
babies out. Ain't no way, bro. But this was still funny, and you did a very petty thing if this is real. And I'm rooting for you, brother, to go to jail.
Okay, good. I was about to say, like, nah, don't be rooting for this. We shouldn't be promoting this type of behavior.
My confession. I hate one of my friends. This bitch is so horrendous, I wish she would get the fuck out of my life. Whenever I see her, I wish I could shove her into a box and ship her to Switzerland. I swear.
Why Switzerland?
I have a reason to hate her. She hurts me and other people really badly, and I want her to leave my friend group so bad, but she's literally my best friend's other best friend. So if I try to get rid of one of them, I'd risk getting rid of both of them. Don't know what to do to be.
I mean, I can understand that feeling. You have like someone in your friend group that you really not messing with. Like, you don't rock with them like that. Like one of your closest friend in that group do though. I wouldn't really know what to do in that situation either, to be honest.
Be honest. Honestly, your first idea of shoving her into a box and shipping her to Switzerland ain't that bad, but I got a better idea. Give her a gift, an all expense paid ticket to the Titanic. That's a once in a lifetime opportunity. Who gonna pass up on that? And then after that, you and your best friend will be the only best friends. You're welcome. Confessions
That's
from
tough.
South Africa. So this is what's happening. I've been dating the same girl for the last 4 years. Everything is nice. There's been a few bumps here and there. Now I'm expecting a baby with a sneaky link I met 3 months ago. Where to from here?
What do you mean where to from here? What? No. We don't do that. We don't do that here.
You said South Africa, right? I recommend going to North Africa and, just staying there. Never come back. That's my where to from here. All right, 2 more. Titled Confession. I'm 19 and have been with my boyfriend for 3 years. Yesterday, I found out I was pregnant. The problem is I don't think it's his because I've been f***ing his dad for the past year. And before you judge, if you saw his dad, you would understand.
Oh, Lord. Oh, God, no. Bro, why? 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 With the dad? Nah.
I know this is a confession, but do you have any advice? Now, I've never gotten pregnant by my boyfriend's dad, so
Oh, not. There'd be a lot of questions to be had if that were the case.
I don't think I'm the best person to ask for advice for this. But in my opinion, I think you should be honest with your boyfriend and hope to God that that baby isn't his dad.
Genuinely, it feels like a lot of these kind of just boil down to just be honest. Like, it feels like a lot of these are just kind of like, just face the consequences of your actions. Especially if they're asking for advice, like, what do you mean? What do you mean, where to from here? The answer's right there.
You might be ruining all of you guys' relationships, his relationship with his father, his relationship with you, but
Fucking hell, man. I'm finished.
next one and last one. My uncle almost sent a hitman to my grandma. Throughout my mom's childhood, she has been thinking her parents were chill, but nah. I'ma skip a lot of it, but basically they were cheating on each other for like years and years, and it came out like 10 years ago. Once it all came out, they got a divorce and eventually found other people to marry. My granddad ended up marrying someone who was almost 20 years younger than my mom. They did end up having a kid literally 3 years after I was born, but literal hell got loose and the big bad stuff happened right after my great-grandma passed. My crazy ass step-grandma divorced my granddad and they signed a prenup. And all of the inheritance money my own mother was owed got given to her, and she is still getting tons of money by my family. We have gone to court because of this bitch, and her psycho ass ended up ruining my grandfather even more. I could go on about this story, but my uncle ended up searching for and found a hitman. Literally was about to transfer the cash, but my mom with her goody two-shoes ass decided it was
Not morally right.
anyways. This bitch has ruined my family. I would be rich if it wasn't for her, and also if it wasn't for my great-grandfather. We had millions in our family, but not one of us has seen a cent of it because he had a gambling issue. And to this day, we are all broken sacks of crap, and she lives in a goddamn mansion with her son or my uncle, who I am 3 years older than.
Damn, it just kept going. Like, just when you thought it couldn't get worse, it just kept going. This confession is like Murphy's Law personified.
Wow. I feel like you're the only person on earth that can say your life is actually a movie. I feel bad for your family, I really do. And for legal reasons, I have to say I'm joking, but I can understand why your uncle would try to do something like that. And I hope you guys get all of your money back one way or another. And that's all I'm gonna read. I know I haven't read thousands of more, but this video is already mad long. You guys get the gist.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all have problems or have friends that have problems. Thank you to anybody and everybody that has sent a confession. I'm genuinely thankful. Don't send any more, though. I'm probably never going to use this email again. But before I wrap this up, I've read some very heartbreaking and sad confessions that you guys have sent me that happened in your lives. And to anybody has gone through bad and trauma-inducing events that happened to you, I just want to let you know that I love you. I know good things will happen to you. I know there's a light at the end of the tunnel for you. And I'm not good at words with this, but you are loved and wanted. Even if you feel like you're not, you are. And kick the ass of whoever did you wrong. And if you can't do it physically, do it emotionally. That might make you feel better. Maybe. I don't know. You are loved and I love you. And I wish, hope, and know complete happiness will be in your future. And in conclusion, this one's wild.
What was that? I once licked a... No, get out. Get out. No. You need to have standards. You need self-control. You need to know what restraint is. 'Cause, bro, you're too down bad. You need to go outside.
Mayonnaise, I like always mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
For Tuesdays, Mondays, also for the Wednesdays days.
Mayonnaise. Okay, so that wound up being a lot crazier than I expected. At the end of the day, a lot of these confessions, I'd say they're pretty on brand to what I would expect from people of the internet. I just didn't expect for a lot of these to go to even like get as close to the bar that was already set by plenty of other people on the internet. But yeah, I'm sure if I sat here and thought about it for a while, I could probably think of a thing or two in my life that would be considered a confession. But to be honest, even if I sat here and thought about it, I feel like it'd be hard for me to kind of figure out what would be like the worst. My life is pretty mundane. Anyways, that was enlightening. So I guess, what are your confessions? I'm certainly never gonna do a video like that. I don't know. Maybe never say never. Anyways, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it off here. So, I'll see you in the next one, whenever that is. But until then, bye-bye.